Hi there, I'm Sharon Gilmour-Glover. Thanks for joining me at Clarity for the Boss. Today we posted a written blog on the site about the fear of selling. You know, why you shouldn't be afraid of selling, or why selling isn't a bad thing. And that really struck a chord, and I was so relieved to get feedback from people who read it saying, oh my gosh, this is my biggest barrier. I hate the pricing part, or I hate having to sell myself. That got us talking about barriers in general, and the most common conversation that we have with each other and with clients and with friends and people in our community is about barriers and getting over them. And really, when it comes right down to it, when I wrote that post, my barrier to sales wasn't about learning how to sell. You know, there are some things that help to make that process better, but my barriers, they were my barriers. It was all about me. It was an internal barrier. And really the way I got through the barrier of really being ashamed of having to sell and being afraid to sell was to talk about it. And through finding people who believed in me enough to believe in my vision, so that I felt safe enough to say, we have this crazy vision for Jump Point. This is what we want to do, but we really, really believe it's possible, and we don't know how to get around this. By finding trusted advisors and talking about it over many years, I've reframed selling as an example to realize where it sits within my core values. Ultimately, we all hit barriers in business. Every single business, whether you are a big giant like RIM, who have their fingers and toes crossed this week, hoping that this is a week that's going to turn their big, huge Goliath business around, or you're a solopreneur just getting started. In the end, all of the barriers are internal. Every single one of them. So how do you get out of your own way? The only way that I've found to get out of our own way is to find a group of trusted advisors and people who you feel safe enough opening up with, who are going to support your dream and support your vision and not tell you to be reasonable and practical and all of those things, but instead is going to say, okay, yeah, that's doable. Let's figure it out. Well, have you tried this, or what about that? That's what Clarity is all about. That's exactly what the Clarity for the Boss community is all about. Creating a space where the entrepreneurs of the world can come together and help each other get through their barriers. We'd love to hear about how you find support and how you get through your own internal barriers. Please join us here and let us know how you're doing. Thanks so much. I'll see you again.